The cat's wondering about these crows. Morning YouTubers, how are you and how's my friends down south? Is it hot enough for you guys? Cat under the deck chair, keep him cool. He was meowing to be out, so I thought I'll let him out while doing a vlog. Kill two stones. Right, so today's subject is about, are you happy to be last? Are you a competitive person? You don't mind finishing last, you don't mind being the loser. So sit back for 5 or 10 minutes and let's get this started out. Thanks all you guys for coming to my channel. Any new people on my channel, hi and welcome to you guys, and thanks for all your comments. I really do appreciate it. It helps me get me through the day. The last couple of days I've had more energy than usual. So yesterday I battled on with the garden and I got a lot done. And again, up in good old Yorkshire, there wasn't the heat that obviously you guys have got. It was a pleasant 24 degrees yesterday. And then it cooled down at night to about 13. So it was a lot better, even though the aircon's been running. It's been a lot. It's certainly a lot. But it is starting to pick up now, the heat, or it might be that I'm becoming acclimatised to it, I don't know. At this rate we'll all be starting to grow cactuses and what else? It'll be palm trees, coconuts, pineapples, all that good stuff. I'd love to grow mangoes. Coconuts would be good, but hey, you never know. Coconuts in Yorkshire, that's the thing. Anyway, we're going to talk about the way anxiety makes us feel, and in fact, my definition on anxiety is that when you become down, everything's an uphill struggle. And I did a video on this, but what I'm talking about is about being last. I'm happy to be last. I don't mind being the loser. I don't mind the one with the crappiest car on the street. I don't mind. I don't mind being the one that's walking around with charity shop clothes and blah de blah de blah. At the end of the day, you know, are you that type of person? I know a lot of people are happy-go-lucky. And where has the cat gone again? There he is. Gives me a heart attack. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the subject of coming last. If you're happy to be that type of person, then that's good. I don't have a competitive nature at all. I don't see the point of it. I mean, what's the point? We live in a society where everything's governed on what you have, what you can do, how much you can earn, what's in the bank, what's your success, how many houses do you own, what portfolio have you got, what experience have you got, can you be there tomorrow, stress, blah de blah. And if you're prepared to get on that bike or that bus, then that's up to you, but I'm not prepared to get on it. I wave at that bus. Remember, I've always said that, guys, less is more. And I mean, I mean, you know, I'm probably the loser of my family, you know. I don't care. there was a time that I don't think I've even tried to be competitive, because it's like pissing against the wind, you know. What's the point? You know, if I'm playing sports and someone gets 10 points and I get nothing, fine. At least I've played. I'm quite happy to go the loser. I lost. I was a failure. That's right. I'm a failure. And I'm happy with it. I'm the one who's going to come last. I've lost. I didn't respawn. So if you can take yourself out of that competitive situation that a lot of us have been driven into over the years, um, you know, you need them. I mean, there's people who say, well, we need an extra bedroom, or we need a conservatory to be happy, or we need this, we need that, we need the other. Do you really need that? Do you honestly really need that? As long as you've got a bed, a wardrobe. I don't even have a wardrobe. Everything I've got's hanging up on those you know, the rails that they use in shops. That's all. That's all where our clothes are hanging up. I don't care. I tried to get some when I first came in here, but I couldn't find directions to. For some reason, the sat nav was um, losing power, and it was a sign, guys, because those wardrobes weren't going to be cheap. They were going to like £200, and they were nice. They were old-fashioned wardrobes, but they wouldn't have gone in here, and it would have meant when we leave, I have to drag it out, etc., etc., etc. Oh, that breeze is nice. Do you have a breeze at least down where you are? Yeah, we've got a nice little breeze coming off the hills. Where we are, it's like a dip. So we're kind of like, I call it the frying pan, where we've got slight elevations all around us, so that kind of keeps the heat in. But I think I'll probably stay here another year, I would say. I'll sign up again if they still want us around. They might not. I don't think they're going to put the rent up. Well, not until they've fixed the bathroom, because the bathroom's like in bits. And there's no central heating, and there's no hot water, so I don't think so. I mean, I'm quite happy to just go with the flow. I mean, you know, I've got plenty of wood, and I'm not bothered about the state of the bathroom. You know what I mean? I know it'll get fixed. My landlord at the moment, he's got a lot of problems with he's doing out holiday let, so that's going to be holiday cottage, so his money's kind of being siphoned in there. So hey, no pressure, you know. I mean, I've got everything I need here. And that's what I mean about looking at what you've got, you know, and just, I mean, we all need things. I mean, I got a TV yesterday. It's kind of like a late birthday present, and the TV that I had for a while was an old Toshiba, and it was a really, really old TV. It took ages to switch on. The hard drive that I have my films on, you know, the one, I mean, I paid for these films, so I might as well, you know. I've had them over the years, and anyway, enough of that. It just took forever. The tech was so old. So anyway, I decided to upgrade, um, and it was very cheap as well. It was like if you watch my video on it, you know, and the reason that the TV was probably returned was either because it had a small scratch on the case, or it wasn't good enough. You know, they wanted the latest 65-inch OLED display. Well, this TV was really cheap, and I took a chance, and it's paid off. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, I've been down that road of trying to be clever and buying good gear, and you know, the latest. Boy, the latest TV I bought, the screen got burnt out anyway. It was a Sony, and the screen went, so I had to send it back. I mean, Sony were good enough to replace it, but I mean, every Sony TV I've ever had, every Sony apart from the laptop. I mean, I've had two Sonys, and I bust both screens, and the TV went. So I've kind of like a mixed thing with them. But if I can afford it, I will get the best. But this is fine for what we've had, and it was a good bargain. Um, so that's you know that's me kind of keep keep me occupied. I like a big TV for me gaming, because you know I like a really big TV for that. I think I'm going to wait till the 65s come out cheap, and I'm going to go for like the Sony one. I'm going to wait till it's cheap. Just wait. That's another thing about a lot of people. We're living in a society where, I did a video about this, about drip fed. Like there's a lot of people like the chef that are drip fed, and then if you either have patience or you don't. We're living in a society where it's they've got to have it now generation. They've got to have the latest Range Rover. They have to have 3 cruises a year. They have to have the latest TVs, the latest designer clothes. But all that comes at a cost, because you do end up burning yourself out for such things, and it's not. There's no point. I mean, cool if you can handle it, great. You know, if you can handle like a high pressure career and you've got shit tons of money to spend, good on you. But I couldn't handle the pressure. And as I said about this video, getting back into the room about the subject of I'm happy to be last, guys. There's nothing the matter with it. You know, I'm not competitive at all. I can play a game with somebody and I'm happy to be last. I think I played a game of basketball with my partner many years ago in Montenegro, and she scored like 10 and I was nil. I was crap. I can't throw a basketball through a loop, but hey, you know what I mean? Each to their own. I mean, I don't like sports anyway, and I'm crap at it. I'm not bothered. I think that wasp's returned. Yeah, he's in the green. I can hear him buzzing. So I heard you guys have got a lot of brown grass and everything's brown down there. Yeah, well, we had some rain and it's certainly greened everything back up again. We were due to get some more rain this week, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. So, but that thunderstorm sure cleared the air. I did a video on that, by the way, if you want to check out that channel. There's no paid ads or anything like that. We've got a lot of white butterflies, or they call them cabbage butterflies, I think. So they're really nice to watch. The cat likes to chase them all the time. So, but yeah, back to being non-competitive. You know, if you can accept people around you are going to be quicker at maths, quicker at English. I did a 4-day course. I passed the exam because I got the certificate the other day, but I mean, it was kind of like copying somebody else's work. And the woman there said, just listen, copy that off. I could have done it. I knew what I was talking about, but they rushed us in the end. And everyone was like, every word they spelt was like correct, and they were like really filling out forms dead fast. And I was like, oh man, I was the one I was getting frustrated because I like to take my time and write things out correctly and spell it correctly, but I could not keep up with these guys. I had a taxi driver next to me called Joe, and he was like just whizzing it off. Then there was an ex-police officer who'd been in the Newcastle Met. I can't remember what she was called, Steph. And the social worker next to her. Then they had Rachel, who was an ex. She worked on the cruise ships. Entertainer, and then there was the other lad, Owen, and they were just like blitzing ahead of me. There was a lad from the radio station, and I was like, I felt the dunce of the class. I was just, honestly, you know, I've never been really that way. I've never been great with writing. I'm more of an expressive person, you know, and some people are. I'm watching the cat. Look at him going up these bloody steps. Come on, Joe. Yes, he can't. This bloody thing. Honest to God, he thinks everything's a journey, don't you? Every time. I never showered at him. I'd be doing the same if I was in his position. Come on. There you go. Right, keep an eye on you. I call him Steve McQueen. He's always trying to get out. But that's the thing about cats. They basically will, you've got to keep an eye on them, especially indoor cats. We've had 2 that's been run over, and it's been heartbreaking. And especially with cats, is they don't always know what's good for them. I suppose humans are like that as well. But know your limits. I did a video on that as well. I'm running out of ideas, guys. No, they come to me all the time. Yeah, so basically in a nutshell, I was saying about, you know, being happy to be last. Don't beat yourself. I did a video on that one as well. But just I'm non-competitive. Imagine two guys thrashing it out on a squash court. I'll be the one falling over and getting the squash ball in me fucking head. Hey, you know. I'm on some tablets at the moment. Brings with this citrulline or something like that. And I was fine with them. And then last night I started getting chewed putting this TV together. But my partner did as well. We were both getting it. I think it was late at night. We were both hungry. And she didn't get home till 8:30 because she finishes and goes down the gym. So I'm kind of on my own for 12 hours a day, which is a long time. I said to her yesterday, I said, well, if you got home early, we could have had this. And then she said, well, why didn't you? But I wanted to do an unboxing video of this TV, so check that out. But I thought, God, I'm on 100 grams here. I need 1,000. I think if I was on that much, I just wouldn't get out of bed. I'd be like, poof, I'm going to up it to 200, I think. But you know yourself, if you're on tablets, you know roughly what's good for you. There is side effects, and I know there is with me, but I don't have headaches, and the energy is. I've never been good in the morning, so I don't think the tablets are really that bad. It's more just spikes. I'll have an energy spike, then it goes down. We'll see. I'm going to go up to 200. I'm going to see how it goes. The doctor wants to monitor me. I've got to go in. Talking about the doctors, I've got to go in and pick up a prescription now. Not for me, for your partners, for something. I don't know what it is. So I'll drive by and I'll see if I can find any wood as well. But I've got stacks of wood. But if he leaves it out, I'll pick it up. What I do is I'll just stick it in the back of the van. It's on my way. It's only another mile past the surgery. So yeah, anyway, that was just me talking about stuff. So yes, today I'm going to be brewing up a nice pot of Yorkshire tea. I've started drinking less coffee, though I never really drank a lot of coffee, but if I drink coffee, I like fresh ground coffee. Check out my adverts, videos on that one. I'll have maybe one or two, and then the rest of the day I'll just drink Yorkshire tea. I did drink a little bit too much homemade wine last night, and I felt a little bit dehydrated, and that's because I was stressed out, and the tablets are supposed to cure that, so I will have a word with the doctor and me therapist. Sound like I'm a schizophrenia. I'm not. I'm just trying to keep a level balance in life, and you know what it's like, guys. You can be okay, but then someone might say something, or someone looks at you, or something happens, and then you just go like a rocket. That's when you know you need some kind of medication or advice or something. You know what I mean? And that's a responsible attitude to have, because you don't want to upset yourself or anybody else around you. You know what I mean? That's me. You do what you want, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not a preacher. But this hot weather will probably not be helping anyone's attitude. Everyone will be feeling, oh, you know. I just have short bursts in the sun. I mean, I'll sit down, do a blog, potter on with the garden, do a bit of cutting or something like that, whatever. I try to do the cutting when the neighbour's not in, because even though I'm doing it in the shed, it was the lowest sound tools I could get. I mean, eventually when I move out with the sticks, I can do what I want. But till now, I've still got, you know. And it's kind of being respectful to your neighbours. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not letting them dictate my life, which I won't, which I don't. But there is people out there. I know Sal. Hi, Sal. He was saying about her neighbours scraping plates and noisy for 24 hours a day, and that's to barbecues this time of year. You've got a lot of noise from the kids. Trampolines, garden trampolines used to drive me crazy. And that's why I got out of it. And you know, you get to the point in life where it doesn't matter what you've got. It's if you start with a quiet base, then you can build everything up. You know what I mean? I think the best things I've ever had in life are things that I've got for free. You know. But again, you've got to change your lifestyle if you really want. You see, if you get on this noisy, stressful lifestyle where you're running around in a noisy place full of noisy, unpleasant, dangerous people, you must just get off that lifestyle completely. And that might change your life or move to an area that's completely different. Completely different. Because I was talking to Marco about this. If he's watching, hi Marco. I understand why people stay where they are and that, but for me, he wasn't like I was moving that far, but I had to move to another couple of counties away just to get away from it, because people live in certain areas that are built up, and if you've got schools around you, you're going to have families around you, and if you've got families around you, they're going to make noise. Now, it's not their fault. I'm not having to pop at families. Families are families, you know. They've got to live somewhere. But if you're not quiet, if you're quiet and reserved, it's not you going insane. It's because they've accepted the noise level. That's how they are, and yeah, they don't realise how noisy they are. You know, it's like the non-smoker and the smoker. If the non-smoker smokes, he'll tell straight away if there's smoke in the room. It's instant. You know, he'll know. It's like when the police can smell cannabis in a car. You may not have even been smoking it. I used to know a friend. I was talking to Marco about this actually, about cannabis. I think they're going to legalise it one day or another. But anyway, it's illegal in this country, as you will know. My mate used to smoke it, and I used to like visiting him, but I used to come away absolutely stinking. And when I used to drive home, I was paranoid the police were going to pull me over for a brake light or something like that was out. So, you know what I mean? Because I could smell it. And my partner, when she sort of came in, could really smell it, you know. So, you know, it's knowing that, and people with noise, with social anxiety, as well as agoraphobics, post-traumatic stress, misiophonia, noise, I think noise anxiety, noise stress as well, they call it. We all need to be in a quiet area. There's no getting away with it. You have to change your lifestyle, because that key element is from there you can build everything up. It doesn't matter about your house. But again, I've been down this road. I've talked about this. But this is like filtering on from what I've said about being last. If it means that you're going to leave some 4 bedroom, and I've talked about, if you're going to leave a larger house to go into a smaller house, but it's quiet, much quiet, then to me that's a lot better. A lot better. You're always going to have people around you, no matter what. If you're in the middle of nowhere, you're going to have hikers, or you're going to have some farmers down the road. We're just living in an island that is just too small for so many people. I'd love to have my own island surrounded by sea. You know, but even then you'd have boats passing by. But at least they wouldn't be on the land, you know. But yeah, I mean, sure, you know, that's the way it is, and then I've done it myself. There was one time we had a 4 bedroom detached house, and it had really nice views behind it, but we weren't happy because it was not just the expense, but it was cold in the winter time, and I downgraded to like a street cottage house. The only downside, of course, there was a noisy bus stop out the front, so it didn't last long. But the fact was, I was happier in that house than I was ever in this bigger 4 bedroom with magnificent views, because it was cosy, it was nice, the neighbours were nice. Apart from the Welsh couple who used to slam doors, and you could hear it through the doors, bang, bang. But they used to only come every 6 weeks, so I was pleased about that. think the cat's gone under the bush. It gets too hot for him, you see. But yeah, and then of course from there we moved here, and we've been here now nearly 2 years, and quite settled, thanks very much. So I'm going with the flow, but again, I downgraded and downgraded and downgraded, as I said, and it was a good choice. It was a calculated decision. I'm not just saying throw caution to the wind and just take off like you know, I can't remember those two women that drove a car, Thelma and Louise type of thing. I'm saying plan your life, don't think that you're trapped. Look at alternative ways, and if that means downgrading and thinking, well, I'm a loser now, I've got less furniture, I've got a smaller house, you've got to think of the bigger picture, haven't you? You've got to think, well, yeah, but I'm happier. And happiness doesn't stem from how many bedrooms and but I went over this in another video. It's about where you are, taking a little bit of a calculated risk. And I've seen people who get to the time in life where they think, I'm too old to follow my dreams, or, you know, I've got past this now. There's never ever, you don't have to drive yourself into the ground to chase your dreams, but just put them on the back burner. But don't just dismiss things like that, because that's what makes you you. I'm going to get this zombie boot camp going up. When it'll happen, I don't know. But it will happen. I'm going to keep focused. So yeah, there's always those things to keep me going, and this, that, and the other, and you know, we shall see. Thanks guys anyway. Thank you for watching my video, and we'll catch you in the next one. And now I'll try and find which bush the cat's gone under. Oh, by the way, Sal, I'll be making a brew later on. I'll send the pigeon over. Catch you later. Bye for now.